Welcome in to Deseret News Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann and Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. We're coming to you live from Fremont High School, the Wolf Den, for the Region 1 title match between the Syracuse Titans and the Fremont Silver Wolves. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Great matchup here tonight, coming to you from the Wolf Den. Fremont coming in undefeated in region at 11-0. Syracuse at 10-1. We start by introducing the visiting Syracuse Titans. They lost their only region loss coming to Fremont a couple weeks ago at Syracuse. But this is a team, Coach Hamblin saying, we had a tough second quarter, really fell behind in that second quarter, but after that we felt like we were able to compete with them for the remainder of that contest. It feels like that gives them some confidence coming into this game today. A couple of players to keep an eye on. Bailey Sanders, the junior point guard, has been really good this year. Their leading scorer, Whitney Sorensen, has been on a tear as of late, helping to carry some of the scoring load in the last couple battles for Syracuse. But make no mistake about it, it's going to be how they match up with the posts of the Fremont Silver Wolves. As we introduce Fremont coach Dayla Bao, what a job she has done. The #1 team in the RPI ranking this year in Fremont. And you look at Emma Calvert and Tamea Gardner, and these two get all the headlines, and deservedly so for Fremont. Calvert averaging 16 and 7, Gardner averaging 15 and 8. Haley Duff, 5 points a game. Mia Austin with 6. Another 6'5" post of freshman and Maggie Mendelson. This is the tallest team in 6A, the #1 team in 6A, trying to defend their home court and trying to secure a Region 1 title tonight. It's Fremont and Syracuse. Opening tip underway. Fremont able to win it, wearing the home white uniforms here in our Region 1 title match. Syracuse in the road blues. As this ball on the perimeter, here is Porter. Will try the three. That shot no good. Offensive rebound underneath. And Gardner able to help play that ball out for Fremont as they keep the possession here. Early seconds. Here is Calvert. Good find underneath the basket. And it is Fremont on the board on the first possession, as it's Avery Porter. She missed the three but hung with it. Calvert able to find her at the rim for the early lead for the Silver Wolves. Here's Godfrey with a look at Gardner. Great defense, but a nice move without the basketball. There for Sanders, and Bailey Sanders, the first scorer for Syracuse. See that token pressure. Syracuse did it in the first matchup. They liked it, thought it delayed Fremont getting in their offense, but they get a good look there for Gardner. Just a little too strong on the shot, and Syracuse with the rebound. Sanders brings it across the timeline, over with Sorensen. Now high post. This is Gracie Sorensen. Back over with Whitney. Gracie, a sophomore as well at 6'3", one of the few teams that has those bigs in size to contend with some of the posts of Fremont. As this ball knocked out by the Silver Wolves, it'll stay here with the Titans. Minute and a half into our first quarter. Inbound this with Skank, and a foul called here. I think it'll be on Townsend. Indeed it will be. First personal on Dacey. One of the only two seniors on this Fremont roster. Dacey Townsend, Elizabeth Allen the other. On senior night here at Fremont, one of the quicker senior night that you'll see, just due to the few seniors on the roster. And I mean, that's bad news for the rest of 6A, largely because it means they've got to continue to contend with some of these talented posts for the Silver Wolves. Is 2 for 2 on the trip here from Skank. And it's an early Syracuse lead as Gardner at midcourt. Ahead with Townsend. He'll play that ball out. Good ball movement here as Duff gives it back over with Gardner. Gardner able to find a little soft spot. 12-footer for Tamea Gardner. Able to hit it. Talk about Tamea, boy, what a year for her. 15 and 8, 47% from the floor. Just a sophomore. Already getting looks. In fact, one of the top 5 teams in the country was here not too long ago to have a look at Tamea Gardner. Oregon came in. As that drive by Skank shut down, nice bit of work by the defense. That ball found its way past Gracie Sorensen. Off the glass, too strong. Townsend had that knocked away, and it will be Fremont basketball. Gardner over with Townsend. And Duff now will, I was going to say set up the offense, but they're just right in it. Pull up from Porter, off target. Townsend again with an offensive rebound and a foul underneath. It's going to be called on Rachel Godfrey. It'd be the first personal, first team foul on Syracuse. Called for the block on the baseline, and Fremont here will inbound. Calvert plays over with Duff. Gardner was coming through. Good work underneath by Syracuse to take away that pass. They are well aware of what Fremont wants to try to do, and Coach Hamlin was telling me before the game they're going to try to really rely on that help in that zone underneath. As Gardner shot no good, deflected out by Syracuse, and it stays here again. How about Fremont getting multiple looks on the same possession? Good start here for Coach De La Balle's group. Here's Gardner. Kick out. Three-pointer from Porter. Off target. And the rebound secured by the Lady Titans. Sanders bringing the ball up the floor here, approaching the midway point in our first quarter. Gracie off the front, or excuse me, that was Whitney off the front of the rim. And Fremont on the run, ahead for Duft. Holly Duft with her first field goal tonight. There's Whitney. Players from both sides went to the floor as Rachel Godfrey was able to come over and help keep the possession here. Skank plays up top with Sanders. Nice screen there for Skank. Gardner was there to help defend the drive. Long three-point try, off target. The rebound brought in by Townsend. Duff able to keep that ball in play. Porter. Calvert able to track it down for Fremont. Another offensive rebound for the Silver Wolves. Porter gonna try a three again. Oh! I'm going to rim down on Avery Porter. 33% beyond the line, or behind the arc this year for Fremont, but she has yet to hit one. She's had a couple really good looks in the paint. Blocked away by Porter, and it's Townsend ahead for Duft. Oh, just too strong off the front of the rim. Titans running the floor. That ball tracked down by Whitney Sorensen, looking in for Gracie. Count the bucket for Gracie Sorensen. And the foul as she'll head to the line here for a three-point play. Calvert picking up her first personal. The substitutions here for Fremont includes Mia Austin. The sophomore comes on the floor, as does Maggie Mendelson. We talked about Mendelson, the 6'5" freshman for Coach De La Balle. Gracie Sorensen trying to give the lead back to the Titans. Can't hit the free throw, and Calvert comes up with the rebound. Gardner came to the bench to catch a breather, as did Porter for Fremont. We remain tied here, 6 apiece. From the Wolf Den, three-point try from Austin. Mia Austin dialing up one from deep. First three-pointer of the game from either side comes from the sophomore Mia Austin. Godfrey, good work by Calvert. Look at that defense, Calvert with the block. Duft. See Syracuse extending that zone, creates some space, entry for Calvert and deflected. Great job there fronting by Whitney Sorensen, had help from Rachel Godfrey in the paint. That's we're inside of 2 minutes left in this first half, or first quarter. pull up from 17, excuse me. And that shot hit by Skank, her first field goal, has 4 points in the contest for Syracuse. Austin thought about it. Instead, we'll play it back out, working around the perimeter. 3-point try from Townsend, no good. There's Calvert with the rebound. That shot got partially blocked / deflected by Sorensen, that being Gracie. And then Whitney nearly lost it. Duff trying to come away with it, and she does. Up the floor, Austin. The sophomore, Mia Austin, just a couple minutes here in the first quarter, but she leads all scorers as we're down to 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Looking backside, boy, tough shot there for Whitney. Was too strong, and Calvert with the clear. Duft picked up her dribble, has some help near side thanks to Austin. Calvert will play back up top. Corner three. Mia Austin with 8 points in the first quarter. Clock is down to 12. Godfrey. Clock down to 5. Got to get a shot away, down to 2. Godfrey from 15, just off target. And the first quarter comes to a close. The Fremont Silverwolves looking like the #1 team in the state. They're leading Syracuse 14-8. After the first, you're watching Deseret News Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann and Associates, and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
When I go to an employer, I have military experience and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
First and fighting for the right, and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along.
Start of the second quarter here from Fremont High School, the Wolf Den and the Fremont Silverwolves with an impressive 14-8 first, led by the sophomore Mia Austin, hit 2 threes in that first quarter to help create some separation over the Titans. This is a Region 1 title match. A Syracuse win, both these two teams with 2 games remaining in the regular season. A Syracuse win, and you would figure both these two teams likely to win out, could have co-region champions. A Fremont win would guarantee at least a share of a region championship. They would just need to win one from here on out to be the only Region 1 champs, and again, that would be likely given the way the seasons went. Here is Austin. Drive, able to play that out with Allen. Allen, a long shot, no good. Gardner with the rebound, second try. Tamia Gardner with 2 offensive rebounds and finally able to get the putback. But my favorite part was Coach Dalebout was nearly at half court cheering on our girls. Loving the offensive rebound and efficiency in the paint here for Fremont in this first half as they've doubled up the Titans. A little pull up from 8. And Syracuse able to score thanks to Rachel Godfrey, her first points. Tamia plays it out long, 3 from Austin. Look out! Excuse me, that was Allie Duft. My apologies. It's the largest lead of the contest for Fremont, now at 9. The third 3 hit by the Silverwolves. That is the difference. There's a 3-point try from Syracuse, a strong answer from Whitney Sorensen, her first points tonight. Talk about she's been leading Syracuse offensively these last couple games. They've needed her. Here's Austin, will try a three. There's Mia Austin. That's her third three-pointer. 11 for Mia. That one in between the defense and shot off target. Gardner tracks it down, able to track it down again. Has duffed up the timeline, finds Tamia. Tamia on a drive through the paint. Tamia Gardner. Fremont flexing their muscle in this first half. It's an 11-point lead. That broken up initially by Allen. Found its way to Mendelson. Here comes Austin. Duffed. She's got that three-point. Austin. That one might have been deflected. Got a foul underneath here. Called on Gardner, her first. And a timeout going to be taken here by Syracuse, 24-13. The Silver Wolves looking strong at home. Deseret News Rewind's Game of the Week is presented by Heidemann and Associates. If you have any legal needs, give the experts at Heidemann and Associates a call. Whether it's business, personal, neighborly dispute, living will and trust, whatever it is, there's no better place to go than Heidemann and Associates. And if you tell them Deseret News Rewind sent you, you'll get a free consultation. Locations up and down the Wasatch Front, down in St. George. Call 801-754-4240. You can also visit utah.law to learn more about their legal services. This ball worked around, over with Judd. Now back with Skank. Good ball movement. Able to get it to Gracie Sorensen, but her shot off target. And just like that, Fremont coming back on the offensive end. Here's Gardner. Zone able to take away the three. Nice patience there by Oliver. She looks inside for Calvert. Calvert able to track it down and keep it here for Fremont. Tough shot there from Austin. And it's Syracuse that able to get the rebound as the Titans coming up the floor here. 4.5 minutes left to play in our first half. Long three. That shot good. And now Syracuse starting to find their range as Bailey Saunders hits a three. They've hit 2 threes here in this second. And now a foul going to be called on Skank as a contact trying to deflect that pass away. But maybe most importantly for Coach Hamblin and Syracuse, starting to find that long ball. Fremont has found it 4 times, Syracuse now twice. Into the corner. Austin, baseline J. Mia Austin, what a start for her today. Worked around, 3-point from Skank. Off the front of the rim, Calvert with the rebound. Austin looking inside for Gardner. Oh, and found herself underneath the rim, but the foul on the play, I think going to be called on Skank. Yes, it will be. Second personal on Rainey. How about Gardner going up and corralling that pass? That was a tough pass. It threaded. And somehow Gardner able to go up and haul it in one-handed. Is Gardner at the line on the year, 87%. Boy, you got to love a post that can hit free throws. Substitutions here for Fremont. Haley Duff comes back on the floor, as does Daisy Townsend. Mia Austin gets a well-deserved break as Gardner goes 2 for 2, and now Mendelson going to come on the floor. 8 points for Gardner, 11 for Austin. No, 13 for Austin. Nearly stolen there by Duff. It'll be Syracuse ball. Thrown into the backcourt with Bailey Sanders. Whitney Sorensen coming near side. That zone for Fremont moving. And well, how about Townsend with a block ahead for Duft. Largest lead of the game is 14. Tries to send it out. Sanders a 3. Back of the rim. That ball knocked away from Hacker. That shot blocked. And then miscommunication. And it's going to go. I thought it should have stayed here. And now the official's going to come together and talk about it. I think the baseline official there had his mind racing a little bit. Good job by these other officials. Come over, help, get that call right. They inbound and a foul here. Not much argument from Duft. Going to be her first personal. 4th team foul on Fremont, 3 on Syracuse, 2:53 left here in quarter number 2. Inbound to the corner. Well, this Fremont zone has been so difficult to crack for Syracuse today. As Mendelson, great work, not going to allow Sorensen to post up, comes around, deflects it out, and now Syracuse from the baseline. Syracuse to inbound. 3 from Godfrey. That shot long. Duft. Good ball movement to Mendelson just off the back of the rim. Nearly tracked down by Maggie, but Syracuse able to come away with it. Nearly walked with it. The Fremont fans thought it was there. Officials there not seeing it or not agreeing with it. Is that entry? And Calvert is there with the block. Boy, they get Godfrey right at the rim. Calvert looks to be out of position. Next thing you know, that hand is denying everything. And Syracuse on the interior, there is just no space against the posts of Fremont. That one stolen away by Sanders. Up top, trying to get entry, and that Syracuse defense there, nearly broken up, still loose. Coming away with it is Fremont, but too strong. Calvert a rebound, and the putback for Emma. First points of the game for Emma Calvert, coming here inside of 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Calvert from the line, able to hit it. 3-point play for Emma Calvert. How about this? I got this good note from one of the Fremont fans before the game. Emma coming into the ball game, shooting 68% from the floor. Fremont fan said he thought the record was about 64%. No pressure, Emma. But boy, an opportunity to set records here just her junior year. As that ball was saved, but into the backcourt with Fremont basketball. Mia Austin coming back on the floor here for Townsend, the senior heading to the bench. Gardner sends it out with Porter, now looking up top, but that pass overthrown. Sanders will lay it in. Didn't you see that pressure? 1 minute left here in quarter number 2. Austin looking for Gardner, deflected out by Sanders. It'll stay here with Fremont. Gardner looking in for Mendelson, but that ball deflected away by Whitney Sorensen. Judd able to find Sanders for three, back of the rim to Sorensen. Whitney back with Sanders. 45 seconds left here in the second. Long three. Shot no good, and the rebound gathered in by Porter. Looking up for Austin. Mia Austin again. 15 points for the sophomore. 20 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Ball movement largely up top. Baseline, Jay Boy, tough one. As Fremont gets the rebound. Porter plays it out. Long three, just off target for Duft, and the first half comes to a close. The home fans are happy. It's senior night, and the entire crew for Fremont playing well. They lead Syracuse 35-20 at the break. You're watching Deseret News Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann and Associates, and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. Welcome back here to Fremont High School, our Deseret News Rewind Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. And coming out of the half, it's Fremont leading Syracuse 35-20. The Silverwolves just 16 minutes away from an outright Region 1 championship. And for Syracuse, this is a team that, boy, where do you find that bounce back? Trailed 14-8 after the first, now down 15 after the second. Got outscored 21-12 in that second quarter as Fremont starts off with Calvert, a baseline J, couldn't hit it. And that one's going to stay here. Good pressure by the Silverwolves as the pass went through the wickets of Godfrey, and be Fremont basketball. Leading the way for Fremont, Bailey Sanders had 9 points, and then Rainey Skank with 4. Meanwhile, for Fremont, Austin with 15, Gardner with 8. Haley Duft had 7 in that first half. Inside for Calvert, just off the front of the rim. A little confusion there as Skank plays it back over with Sanders. Now back up top, here's Sorensen. Looking in for Gracie. See that ball movement trying to break down this zone and deflected, and it hit the end line. It'll be Fremont basketball. You know, I've joked a little bit, but it's true, at least right now in this program. You just grow 6'3" post players on trees. You've got 3 that are 6'3" or taller. And even on that last play, you see Calvert and Gardner teaming up to deflect it as they get this inside with Calvert, and Sorensen Gracie committing the foul to be her first personal. And now Emma with a chance to head to the line for the Silverwolves as the first free throw rims in. She's got one more. Talk about Calvert from the floor. 68% coming into the game today. 73% on the year from the line, and that's going up after she goes 2 of 2. Over with Whitney. Tried to get that in the middle with Sanders. She had to pass it out. Shot over Calvert, and Gardner there to secure the rebound. Contact underneath, offensive foul going to be called on Calvert. As it might have been Rachel Godfrey that went to the floor, and Calvert looked around like, what'd I do? Body to the floor, the official there, and calling the offensive foul. Even Calvert, looking back to the bench with a little grin on her face, said, I don't know what I did. First personal on Emma. Skip pass over with Whitney. Up top, Skank. Ball movement able to create a little gap in that zone, and Skank able to step up and hit the shot. First points of this second half for Syracuse, coming from their senior guard. Gardner. Kick out, Porter, extra pass, Duff the three. If there was a question in my mind about Fremont, it was, can they hit the outside shot enough? And tonight that has been answered affirmative. How about the fifth three hit by Fremont tonight? And in fact, one of their better three-point shooters hasn't even hit one, that being Emma Calvert and Avery Porter. That three off target. Gardner able to secure the rebound. Daisy Townsend is statistically their best, and she hasn't hit one either. As that ball deflected out, Gardner thought there was contact there. No whistle on a foul. It'll be Fremont to inbound as Mendelson comes in here for Calvert with 5:05 left in the third. Inbounded in the corner with Porter. Townsend. Mendelson in the paint, hands off to Tamia. Tamia now in double figures with 10 points. 3 Silver Wolves in double figures tonight. That one nearly stolen by Duff. She does a good job not to commit the foul. The lob inside, that one kept in, but nobody there, and Porter will wisely let that bounce out. Fremont basketball. Mia Austin coming back on the floor here. She's been the sharpshooter for Fremont. Talk about the state tournament coming up. Fremont, the number 1 team in 6A, coming into games today, as Gardner was expecting her teammate to make a cut there. Lost out. Syracuse, however, comes into tonight's game number 7, which means they are just outside of a first-round bye. The top 6 teams will get that first-round bye. If the state tournament were to have started tonight, Syracuse would have a home game against the West Panthers. Tough shot there from Godfrey. Gardner with the rebound. Mia Austin, little floater, couldn't get it to go. Porter with the rebound, Duff the three. Mendelson able to find Porter all alone, and Avery able to hit her first bucket since back in the first quarter. Past the midway point here in quarter number 3. Fremont has doubled up Syracuse. You want to know how good Fremont is? The number 7 team in the state right now. As Gardner and Duff come off the floor here for Oliver and not Austin, my apologies. Elizabeth Allen comes on, one of the seniors. Extra pass to Skank. Looking inside. And a timeout going to be taken here by Syracuse. 44-24, Fremont feeling comfortable. You're watching Deseret News Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
When I go to an employer, I have military experience and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along.
SR News Rewind's Game of the Week is presented by Heidemann Associates, but brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. If you're looking to take that next step in your life, but don't quite know how you're going to pay for it, check out the Utah Army National Guard, where you can earn up to $20,000 in signing bonus, depending on career type path chosen, and up to $20,000 in educational assistance from the Utah Army National Guard. To learn more, visit www.nationalguard.com. Out of the Syracuse timeout. Fremont basketball, that one deflected away, but kept by Fremont as Oliver wouldn't give up on the play, and then a timeout taken here by Coach DeLabow. 30-second timeout, we'll take it with him. Out of the timeout. Fremont basketball, 3:15 left. Oliver off the back of the rim. Mendelson with the board and put back. I said Oliver, I meant Mia Austin. Had the original shot, but Maggie Mendelson now in the scoring books, the freshman. Opportunity for the three-point play here. And Maggie able to convert it. This pass over with Whitney. Able to get a high post with Godfrey. Sends out, three-point try, left it short. Offensive rebound. Put back good, and the foul here on Calvert. As that'll be the the second personal on Emma. As Whitney Sorensen was able to score it, and she heads to the line here. 72% on the year. And the free throw, back of the rim, but a lane violation. We'll do it again. Trying again, this one hit. So Sorensen able to convert the three-point play. Tamia plays out, three-pointer from Austin, back of the rim. And the rebound secured there by Godfrey. Up the floor. High pass from Sanders, Skank able to haul in. Blocked away by Mendelson. Gardner lost her footing. Ahead for Skank. Rainey Skank now with 8 points. Second leading scorer tonight for the Titans. Inside of 2 minutes left. Here in quarter number 3, Gardner, the lob for Mendelson. How about the strength there of Maggie to send that ball out? Gardner a three. That's what makes this team so difficult to defend. Talk about that three ball. Gardner can hit it, Calvert can hit it, and they're your two best posts. Can really spread the floor and score from all different areas. As Godfrey sends that ball out. That shot blocked. Couldn't tell if it was Allen or Mendelson. One of them got a piece. Allen to Tamia from the junction. And a rebound brought down there by Hacker for Syracuse. 1 minute left in quarter number 3. Pull up, count it. Skank able to score again. And now double figures for Rainey. Skip it across, Duff the 3. Pretty good trade-off there if you're a Fremont fan. Haley Duff hits her 3rd 3 of the game. Tough drive, count the bucket for Whitney Sorensen. Boy, a tough take with the contact. And Sorensen here heading to the line to try to score the old-fashioned 3-point play. As Mendelson picking up her first personal, 4th team foul on Fremont here in half number 2. Whitney. No good. That ball out. Last touch by Gardner of Fremont. Will stay here as Madison Judd comes on the floor for the Titans. That ball deflected away, and Gardner comes away with it. Looking ahead for Duft. That came off the front of the rim. The rebound brought down by Sorensen. 10 seconds left. And stolen away by Duft. 3 seconds left. And a foul here on the contest from Steed. Be the first personal on Danielle. And rather than the bucket there on the follow-up from Gardner, it will be 2 free throws coming up here for Haley Duff. 3rd team foul on Syracuse, but 1.2 seconds left here in our 3rd. First free throw from Haley, good. One more here for the junior captain. 1 for 2, and the quarter comes to a close. 54-33, Fremont can taste that region championship. You're watching Deseret News Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
When I go to an employer, I have military experience and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
Start of the 4th quarter here from Fremont High School, and in the gym, the last state championship banner to be hung, 2018 girls basketball. They're trying to add another one here in 2020. They were the first 6A state champs. Actually, no, they weren't. Bingham was, I believe. You know what? Where's Dusty Litster when you need him? Terrible memory on this one. Start of the 4th. Duft able to deflect it away. Back up for Haley. Left it short. Down the floor. That one rolls off. Gardner. Through traffic. Tamia looking for somewhere to go. Nearly got caught in midair. And now it's a run out for the Titans ahead for Skank. And a foul. As Rainey Skank here going to head to the line. 5th team foul on Fremont. So 2 free throws here for Skank of Syracuse. First one from Rainey is good. One more here. Second free throw. Good. Calvert, that pass even a little too tall for her. Last touch by Syracuse. He'll stay here with Fremont. It was 2 years ago, it was last year, 6A. This is a new realignment year. Man, they just all start to blend together when you've been doing this for 15 plus. As Porter skips it over. Austin for 3. Mia Austin again. What a shooting display from Mia Austin. Did not score in the third, but she's now got 18 to lead all scorers. That pass thrown out by Gracie Sorensen. How about Austin, the sophomore? 8 in the first, 7 in the second. This hit her first field goal of the second half on that last possession. Calvert sends it out. Austin thought about it. She'll float up baseline, skips across. Calvert on the backside. Score it, and the foul. Steed picking up her second personal. As Calvert now unofficially with 7. And substitutions here for Syracuse include Skyly Hopkins and Alexa Barnes for the Titans as Steed and Hacker come off the floor for Coach Hamblin. And Calvert heads back to the line here. I think she's now 4 of 4 if memory serves correctly. She has 8. Skipped over for Zog. That pass deflected and stolen. Austin inside from Mendelson. Little left-hand turnaround off the front of the rim. Three-point try, strong from Sanders. And Calvert with the rebound for Fremont, looking up the floor, but that pass underthrown. Here's Zog. Sanders inside for Sorensen, and a foul. I think this is going to be called on Porter, I believe. Yes, first personal on Avery. 16 foul on Fremont. So Syracuse will be shooting free throws here for the remainder of the contest. As Gracie Sorensen here at the line. First one was off target. She's got one more. Is Elizabeth Allen going to come back on the floor, as will Duft. Second free throw from Gracie, no good, and the rebound is to Allen for Fremont. Porter thought about that 3. Syracuse able to recover defensively. Duff spinning away now, showing a little patience in her own right. It's Calvert, she'll try the 3. Too strong, tapped out. Tough putback by Porter. And then Porter comes up with it for Fremont again, looking like the first quarter. Porter for 3. Avery Porter with a corner 3. She now has 7. Calvert straight up and credited with the block. Boy, the length of Fremont, we talk about it. When you see it, it's just so impressive, and it's been a problem today for Syracuse to try to deal with. As Porter will throw it back up top with Duftier, 4.5 left in regulation. This is a team that, in my opinion, you have to try to find a way to speed them up, but their posts are so big, they'll run the floor with you. It's just difficult to know how to attack them. There have been a couple teams hung with them. Copper Hill's hung with them. This 6A is going to be a tournament to keep an eye on. You look at Fremont here. Region 3, man, any given night. You got Copper Hills, Harriman, Bingham, Riverton. Jordan now throwing their hat in the ring after they've had a couple impressive upsets in the last week. Meanwhile, you have Region 4 with Skyridge, and now Calvert going to be called for an offensive foul. It'll be foul number 3. Fremont fans don't like it. I didn't have my eyes on it, so we remain opinionless on the call. Calvert didn't like it. She was kind of coming off, giving a look out of the side of her eye, and it's going to be a line change. And the seniors, or at least, yeah, both of them coming off the floor. Townsend and Allen come off the floor to hugs from Coach De La Balle. What a job she's doing up here at Fremont. Good ball movement here by Syracuse. Tough shot from Godfrey. She gets fouled. We'll head to the line here with 3:50 left. Fremont lost to Bingham in the semis last year. Of course, this year the girls' tournament moving to the Huntsman Center. Will be played at the same time as the boys' tournament. And that will certainly be a little bit of a different dynamic. And we've got a lane violation. Called on the Titans. So I'd say tournament just a week and a half away. Man, isn't that crazy to think about? Oh, good movement without the basketball. Couldn't get this first shot to fall from Kenan James. And deflected out. It stays here with Fremont. Of course, that first round going to be a midweek game. Second round also played at home sites. Fremont looking like they will have a first round bye and a second round home game before moving up to the Huntsman Center for quarters and beyond. Syracuse up the floor quickly. That ball kept in. Contact as Godfrey drawing the foul, but this is before the shot. So Godfrey will head to the line here to shoot 1-1. As they called Wilden with the foul, her first. That's the 9th team foul, so it will be double bonus the rest of the way for the Lady Titans. First free throw from Godfrey, good. One more to come. So Syracuse likely to drop, big deficit here, 3:19 left, likely to drop to 10-2 in region. Fremont, your Region 1 champion. Davis and Layton were playing tonight, and last check, it was Layton leading Davis by 1 at the half. Whoever wins that game will have a 2-game deficit behind Syracuse with 2 games to play. So Syracuse most likely going to be that number 2 team in the region. Again, that seeding has nothing to do with the state tournament, though. It's all RPI. Syracuse still has Layton and Roy to deal with. That Layton, both those will help the RPI and that final ranking for Syracuse. Fremont, meanwhile, this is senior night. Last home game on the year. Weber and Layton road games coming up for the Silver Wolves. This ball stolen. How about that pass? The follow, able to score by James. Opportunity here for some of the youth of Fremont. We kind of say that tongue-in-cheek because their starters are youth. some of the backups to get some minutes here. James, a sophomore. High screens here for Oliver. She's able to get it with Freestone. Freestone, a three, gets the roll. That's a home gem right there for Colin Freestone, the junior from straight away, dials up the three. Hopkins trying to answer, off target. Here's a three from Steed. That one won't go. And last touch by Syracuse. It'll be Fremont basketball with 1:51 left here in regulation. Want to remind you, in 30 minutes, join Dusty Litster at Davis High School for Layton and Davis, the boys edition. The return game, that first one was a doozy. A 4-point win for the Lancers, and Fremont faithful tonight going to be tuning in, hoping for a Layton win. As Region 1, boy, so tough up top between Layton, Davis, and Fremont does still have a shot at a co-region championship, but they have to have that Layton win tonight, and then they have to beat Layton next week. I will make the announcement now while we can. We'll have that game for you. Fremont at Layton, that game coming Thursday. Of course, that on the boys' side. That three from Freestone missed. Looking up the floor. Sent back out. Good pressure here by Fremont. That zone, man, they move so quickly and just difficult to deal with. Is now it's Callie Hill able to get that back to Freestone with 50 seconds left here in regulation. Syracuse basketball. Hopkins back up top with Zog. And Syracuse able to find some late points. Thanks to Steed. Fremont here can just dribble it out. .12 seconds left. And a foul here going to be given 40 feet away. That's just the 16 foul, so no free throws here. It'll be Fremont inbound with 10 seconds left. And get this ball in with James. Freestone throws it up. That ball off target. And regulation has come to a close. The Fremont Silverwolves are your Region 1 champions, thanks to a 70-39 victory over the Syracuse Titans. Your Utah Army National Guard most consistent performer, we're giving it to the sophomore, Mia Austin. 18 points tonight, 8 in the first, 7 in the second. She had an impressive outing tonight to help create the separation to propel Fremont to a region championship here on senior night. Congratulations to Mia Austin for winning our Utah Army National Guard most consistent performer. The Fremont Silverwolves, 70-39, the victors over the Syracuse Titans. For Bill Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us here on Deseret News Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.